minutes. We went for this ride. We went about 20 miles on this first ride, and we went up Linder. If you're familiar with Meridian, my house is about 2 miles from here, Ustick and Linder roads. We went up Linder down towards Eagle Island State Park. There's this really nice drop going down. We went up to some other road, cut over to 55, head up to McCall, and then back. Well, coming back, see, what goes down must come up. So we had to climb back up that hill, and they put a heart rate monitor on me. They wanted to see what my heart would do. I was doing about 180 beats per minute. I got to the top of that thing. It's not a big hill if you're a cyclist. I got to the top of that hill and I was dead. I could not continue to ride. I had to stop, had to pant, had to gas. I about died. It was fantastic. Rode on the rest of the way. Sherry and Daniel must have been laughing. We'd gone 22 miles. It had taken us for just about forever. And we had said we were riding 300 miles in the end of the summer. So over the summer, this commitment, this crazy idea led to a radical commitment that this was what I was going to do. Which led to a radical reorganization of my time, because I started spending time with my butt in the saddle. Because that's what you got to do. And it's funny because Daniel tried to train me. Okay, you need to do this, build up your aerobic work capability thing, whatever. You do this, work up anaerobic, and I was just lucky to get on the bike and ride. That summer I took a secondary challenge, which was ride up Bogus Basin.
Boy.
I rode up Bogus Basin the 4th of July that year. It took me 5 hours. 17 miles in 5 hours. Do the math. That's slow. This last year, I did that same ride on the 4th of July in 2 hours and 45 minutes. I had this challenge which said, the challenge that I got, contest challenge thing that I got into was, I had to do it in under 2 hours. We went on this year on the second ride, and I did it in 1 hour and 41 minutes.
Wow.
And this was my prize, my new bike, which is a very nice bike, which I know very little about other than it's really nice to ride. Crazy idea led to a radical commitment, which led to a radical reorganization of my time. When you're committed about something, you go after it with everything that you are. It's like, sorry for biking stories, I'll get off onto something else here in a minute, but we went on the 350-mile bike ride, and I was borrowing somebody else's bike because I didn't have this. My other bike is a mountain bike, and I had bike shoes on. I don't know if you're familiar with this. These are an instrument of torture. What these are is, if you look right here, you see this metal piece? Your shoes probably don't have a metal piece on the bottom. This locks you into the bike. This makes you and the bike one. You are now permanently attached to the bike. Does anyone else think this concept is stupid?
Sure is.
Now, they talk about a cyclist, when you start wearing clip-in shoes, which are what these called, every cyclist falls over. Because you got to learn how to get out of the shoe, out of the clip. I have never fallen over with a clipless shoe.
Bragger.
Or a clip shoe. Clip-in. So, this year on the ride, on the 350-mile bike ride, day 3, day 4, we stayed the night at some people's house that made us an amazing spread. It was a fantastic place to stay. We camped out in their yard, kicked back. They made us trout, they made us burgers, veggie burgers, and stuff. Baked potato. Was amazing. They were really, really nice. And they said, oh, your route out of here is bad. There's a better way to go. And so we'll lead you out. We'll show you how to do it. So Jack went. Jack was on the ride. He was driving the short bus. Let's all take that where you want it. And he was driving support. This guy drove his vehicle out, and there's a turn that we made. Jack parked on the side. The guy was over across the street waving the cyclist which way to go. And I rode up, and I don't know why, but the night before I'd been talking to Sarah. As we were sitting around, I said, I've never fallen off with the clip-in. I've never fallen with the clipless pedal. I'm sorry, I keep confusing what it's called. It's confusing. Anyway, I've never fallen off with a bike shoe. Everybody does. Jerry did. He rode his whole bike ride one day when he got these shoes. He was so proud, got home, was so proud he'd never fallen off, he just fell right in the lawn. I never had. I was so excited. And I said, yes, Sarah, I never have. I'll probably jinx myself, but I never have. I came up to that corner, and I stopped. I don't remember why I was stopping at the corner, but I did. I stopped, And as I came to a stop, here's this man who knows nothing about biking. He's just being really nice. He's across the street. Jack's over here with the bus. And I roll to a stop, and my foot will not come out of the pedal. If you've ever been in this predicament, it's slow motion. It's amazing. You sit like this, you stop, and then you slowly lean. And it's really, really slow, and it's terrifying because it's taking so long. And that's hard ground, and it's coming towards me. I'm cycling next to my brother, Jack. My brother in the Lord, family in the church, and Jack stands there looking at me going, that's pretty cool, that's pretty funny. Jack's job was Gatorade, not picking up bikers. I start leaning, and I'm getting scared. And there is one all-consuming commitment in my life at this moment, and that is, do not die. Secondly, do not get a concussion. I've done that on a bike already. I don't want to do it again, and I'm falling, and I start yelling, help, 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 help. This poor guy, who's just a nice guy, knows nothing about biking, is standing across the street looking at me. Here's this fat man in spandex falling over. Yelling, help, 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 help. Jack is studying his cowboy hat. This man starts running across the street. I wish we had video of this. Starts running across the street. I have gotten to, I swear, about right here. When mass power and adrenaline ripped my foot, my shoe off the pedal and planted it as the bike's like here. Jack, oh, I was praying for you, brother.